Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode. I guess it would be an episode. I'm not quite sure. First gathering of Sunday morning crafts and chats. So I've got my coffee. If you like tea or just ice water or whatever you like, you go ahead and grab that and get cozy. And we're just going to do simple little crafts, simple little paper crafting things on Sundays. And you can join in anytime. This is videotaped or recorded, so you can just join in whenever you like and watch at your leisure. So, and maybe eventually, if I would get enough people interested, I would do a live. But for right now, we're just going to stick to the just me chatting, and you can leave comments. Please leave comments. And we'll just do simple things, and I'll probably do a tip or a trick that might help out some of you. Some things you guys are going to already know, and that's fine, but there's always new people learning and gathering with us. So they might not know that tip or trick. So there's a lot of things that I am still learning. I've been doing paper crafting and crafting for long time, years, years and years and years. When I was in my 20s, I used to do craft fairs and travel all over. Do the big one in Chicago and stuff. I live in Michigan, West Michigan. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go through what I'm going to use today first, and then we'll get right on it. So I'm going to be using this paper pad. It's a Prima marketing paper pad. And what is it called? Let's see. I'm not sure if it has a name. It's got to have a name, right? It's a Christmas one, but I'm not seeing an actual name to it. So anyway, this is what the cover looks like. And one of you can comment and tell me if you know which one it is. It just says Frank Garcia on. Oh, I bet that says it in there. Oh, Christmas Sparkle. So yeah, it's very, I don't know if you can see it, but it's on that banner right there. And that's only about an inch size. And so it's on that banner. So Christmas Sparkle I'm using today by Frank Garcia. And I have chosen this one here and this one here to use. So I'm just going to set those aside. We are also going to be using, I'm trying to find a spot for some of this Winter Wonderland Fluttering Snowflakes. And this is an embossing folder, a 5x7 embossing folder. And it is number SWWEF5FSF. And it is a Crafter's Companion embossing folder. We're going to be using that. We are going to be using these stamps here. If you can see them. Okay, there we go. So this one, and then the saying that says, "It is Christmas in the heart that puts Christmas in the air." And this is just from AliExpress. So that's just a nice little Christmas stamp. Also going to be using my favorite poinsettia dies, and it's the Spellbinders S5-055. I love this die. This is my favorite poinsettia die. It goes together so nice, and it's just a layered poinsettia. I think you probably can find it on Amazon, but I believe it's still out there. That we are going to be using Tim Holtz Sizzix Then Let's Die 664221. We're going to be using a few pieces from that. We're also going to be using some pieces from the Tim Holtz Sizzix Then Let's Die 661597. So this one is called Holiday Greens Mini, and this one is Large Funky Festive. We are also going to be using the Tim Holtz Biggs Die 664974, and this is the Cathedral Window. I am going to be using some of Hobby Lobby's value pack note cards. Now, I don't know if they're still $99.99 for the pack because, well, here it says 2008 on it. So, as you can see, I don't do a lot with these cards. So, this is the 5" by 6.5". So, we'll be using those. And, of course, I'll be using my Stays On stamp. I will be using some mounting squares, and these are repositionable. I will be using my stamp blocks. I will be using these are floral stamens, and if I got mine on where did I get mine? Let's see, I got mine on AliExpress. my mind went blank. Need another sip of coffee. AliExpress. And I have them in all different colors, but today we're going to be using this kind of peachy pink color and this very baby blue. And I did try to look it up by number, but it didn't pull anything up. So if you just type in floral stamens, and you have to get them from AliExpress, you can buy them local or just on eBay or something. But yep, and then these are the 1.5 millimeter. They do have a smaller. I did see in there today because I did try to search it to bring it up that number, and it didn't. But I found some 1 millimeter, which are a little bit smaller. But these just happen to be 1.5, and we are going to be using some 110-pound white heavy cardstock is what I used to cut out all of these, and then this, of course, was just colored cardstock. Probably about 85-pound weight. It was, so let's go ahead and get started. So what I've done is I've cut out 8 of these. This one's all the rest were just like a snack box. And so it's just like the thin chipboard. So I cut out 8 of those because we're going to be making 2. So I've got 3 here with 1 piece of 110-pound cardstock cut out. Let's just chat and get those glued together. And what we're going to do is we're going to make an ornament. And I think that would be just so cute. We're going to turn, that's why we're going to glue so many together. And you can do this with anything. You don't have to have these specific products. You can do this with anything. If you have a die and you want to make it into thicker, then you just cut multiple layers out. Save your little like cereal boxes or whatever, and just glue them together. And I just kind of make sure that they're all sides are the same. Give it a little press. But yeah, so I just glue them together, and they become really nice and stiff and thick. And it'll make a nice ornament for their tree. So what I thought we'd do is make the ornament and then put it on the face of the card as the card decoration. And then, so they have, when you send them their card, they have a nice little ornament to hang on their tree to think of you all season long. And then enjoy it in future years too, you know? So, yeah. That will work just fine. Give this a little press. Now, I'm not worried about the back, what the back looks like, because we're going to be putting our paper on the back, and that's going to cover that. So you won't even notice it. One more. And then when I get all done, I'll measure, see how thick it is. I actually don't know how thick it's going to be. I'm guessing about as thick as some heavyweight chipboard. And I think the Biggs die would actually cut heavyweight chipboard, but I have never done it with my Biggs dies, so I don't know, but I believe it will. I believe it will cut the... All right. So let's see what I've been up to. I have been of course, caring for my granddaughter, and my grandsons are here during the week, usually two, most of the time. The oldest one, not so much. But the 13-year-old or 14, he's 14 now. The 14 and the 5-year-old are right now, for the most part. And then he's a nice big help for me, so. And so is the older one when he's here. He's always been very willing to help, as long as you ask. If you don't ask, they're teenagers. That's all I have to say about that. But, yes, I've been doing that. And last year, because of all the mask mandates and stuff, I homeschooled my little granddaughter. She wasn't old enough for kindergarten. She was old enough for like a pre-K type schooling. So I just told my daughter, I'll just homeschool her. And I kind of homeschooled her in Michigan, they don't have like homeschool programs actually that you can follow for that age. They don't start theirs until kindergarten. So I just kind of did it on my own and did like a kindergarten level homeschooling program. And we did a little bit most every day. And if we had something come up where we didn't worry about it because there, look at that. So it's nice and thick. Let me grab I'm sitting down today. I never sit down, but I am sitting down today. Let's see. Yeah, that's like 1/8 of an inch thick. That's pretty good. And this die measures, let's see. Oops, get the right way here. It is 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. So nice size. All right, so let's go ahead and glue the other one together. And I could have had one of these both glued together, but I thought, that's the idea, is to craft and chat, right? So, so I think this year, she went back and forth for a while on whether or not she wanted to be homeschooled or go to school. So I think at this time, she is planning on going to school, and we'll just kind of play it by ear and see what happens. I have mixed feelings about it, of course, because not of the COVID. That doesn't bother me a bit. I'm not worried about that. She's a healthy little girl, and she don't have any comorbidities. So I'm not worried about COVID at all, no more than I am worried about her getting a cold. So, but anyway, she I don't know. It's some of the, and we live in a very small community, but some of the stuff that they're pushing in some of the schools, I don't know. I don't like, so, and I don't think we'll have that problem in our school system because, like I said, it is a very small, well, it used to be really small, but it's still a small community, so, and I don't think I'll have to worry about it, but, so she seems to want to try it, so we will try it, and it will free up some of my time to do a little bit more, because even though she feeds herself and all that kind of stuff, goes potty by herself now and all that stuff, you still have to be attentive, and it's just, she can't cook for herself, of course. She's only 5, so, but it's just, it'll be nice to, if she does decide to go, it'll be nice to have the free time again when you go from having free time to not having free time. But when my daughter decided to, her schedule to work, and then I really didn't want her going to daycare. The price alone was just crazy, and I thought, well, it's a single mom, so I'll do what I can to help. And it was mostly part-time. But then when she got this job, then it was like full-time. And I thought, oh, there will be no playtime for me. So that's all right. Her development and stuff is more important. Safety is more important to me than my little bit of playtime. So she, oh, I hope you can hear me because my volume was down. Sorry about that. All right, got those two done. So I'm kind of looking forward to that if she goes to school. But we'll see. I'm not 100% sure yet she's going to. She tells me she's going to, but I keep waiting to hear that she's not. All right, so we're going to do some of these flowers, and I think, pretty sure I did these before with the, so I'm just going to put a little dot of, this is art glitter glue in the center there. And these are the two biggest ones. Then we go to, here, let's do this one too. And you can bend them like this one. I just pinch these like that. But I'm thinking for shipping that it might be best if they're not. So let me see. We'll decide because you can still pinch them later. So, and I'm just offsetting them. And then this is the medium size one. Do go between those. And we just keep putting a dot of glue. And then the flower. And then we'll do the third size. There's 4 different sizes in this. And I'll do another one of those. And each one just gets offset. Boy, that's going to be a pretty good size flower. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm just going to, I might pinch them and then see what happens. I try to just flatten out in the envelope. And then when they get it, they can puff it back up. But let's see. I like the dimension idea on it. Of course, if I don't mail it, then I guess I could just give it to them. But be nice to mail. And I don't know who I'm going to mail them to yet. I haven't decided. Just thought I'd try something different here today. Some of you have probably been following along with my 12 months of Gingies. That's going to be ending here pretty soon. I started in January. So that'll be ending pretty soon. And I have 2 puppies. They're about 7 months old. One is a German Shepherd, and the other one's a Dachshund. So a little mini, we have a little mini Dachshund. So they're kind of comical, but I was doing my video, video for September. That one might have a little bit of swear word on it. The German Shepherd puppy decided it was going to chew on the leather footstool. And I thought that maybe because they like to pick on each other, the 2 dogs do, and I thought maybe they were going at it, and that's why my husband, but nope, she was going to chew on the leather footstool. So kind of swore at her. I'm like, I'm doing a tutorial. He goes, well, they're puppies, so they sometimes get into trouble. And this is just one of the dollar store picks. I'm just hoping I need the bigger one. So this is the large. Oh man, that just went on the other side there. That just missed that whole thing there. It's kind of small. What did I do before? Did I punch it? Mm-hmm. Well, that's going off to the side, so I don't know what the deal is there. Let me see. Maybe I'll take those and hot glue them on there. So I'm just going to grab like 3. Let's do 4. 4 of these. Kind of line them up together like so. And then I'm going to fold them in half. So you'll actually have like 8. And then, boy, and then, okay, so before we fold them in half, let's hold that there. All right. This is just a very thin piece of wire. And this actually came, I think, with one of these packages of stamens. And I just keep it. So it's just a very thin piece of wire. And then I just fold it in half, almost like the eye of a needle. There we go. Let's see here. Okay. And then I can run this through there, but it's off to the side. It actually broke through, but I think I'll be okay, because I think when I hot glue that, see, that's just going to pull it into there. All right, just something like that. It's off to the side. That looks a little too big for me. Is that going to be too big? Let's see. I didn't put these together, of course, as you can tell beforehand. Yeah, I think that might be all right. Okay. So my glue gun heats up. We'll finish gluing this together. And then we'll be able to, again, I'm just offsetting them. Use 2 of each there, and then I won't use the smallest one. Let's see here. Oh, my tip. So when I was cutting out these pieces here, and that's from the Tim Holtz die, this one here, they were kind of sticking. So the trick to that is to just take a piece of, what did I do with it? I had it here. A piece of wax paper. And so with my dies, I just put them inside of a Ziploc bag so I don't lose them. They don't slide out of this pouch then. Otherwise, if they get tipped upside down, sometimes the smaller ones can find their way out. So you would just take your die and you take your wax paper, and on the shiny side, this is shiny, you would just put your paper down that you're going to cut on top of your cutting mat, and then your wax paper on top of your paper, your cardstock, and then your die, and you run it through, and that creates, make sure your shiny side is facing the die, and then that creates a wax in there, and actually makes it easier for you to get your pieces of little things out, and your dies don't stick so much inside of your metal. So it actually kind of helps. So that was my tip for today. And I thought that because I was having that trouble with that die. And so I thought, well, that'll be a good tip. And a lot of you probably who do card making and stuff, or a lot of paper crafting, you probably know that one already. So, and I think I'm just going to leave that like the other one. And then this one will get the blue stamens in it. You do one in blue and one in pink. So let's go ahead and get these 4 ready. All right. And we'll take our cardstock. Here we go. And I'm just going to like put it on the corner here like that. Line it up on the edge so I have less to cut on that edge. I'm going to take a pencil. Where's my pencil? Oops, sorry. So sorry. All right, we're good. Are we good? I'm going to move that back that way a little bit. And then I'm just going to run along the edge just like that. And then I'm going to cut it out with my scissors. And I'm going to stay just inside that line. Just like that. Like I said, just keeping it simple. Just as simple as I can. That way you're encouraged to do more of them. And let's see how it matches up nicely. I have to trim off that bottom a little bit, but that's fine. All right. So we'll go ahead and get this glue down there. Let's see. So the puppies are about, I'm going to say about 7 months old. So they keep life interesting. We also got some chickens about 5 weeks ago. So they're about 10 weeks old. We got a little bit older chickens. So I didn't have to do babies. Those are a lot more work. A lot more work. You have to have the lights and the special feed. And so we went with just the little bit older. There we go. So, see? And then we'll put a hole in there and try to keep that clean. All right. So I decided to sit for a little bit. I usually don't sit because I do have a herniated disc, so sitting can get uncomfortable for me, but I just figured I'd try to sit a second and see what happened. So I spend most of my day standing. All right, so I'll save this little piece, maybe make some flowers out of it or something. Next week, oh no, yeah, this coming week, I am going with Loie. She has a cabin up north, and she has invited me to go up there with her, and we are just going to relax and do some paper crafting. I think mainly we're just going to work on flowers, sounds like. So yeah, that's coming up. And again, I'm going to trim that little corner off there a little bit. I love that little deer in there. Isn't that cute? See a little deer. Trim this off a little bit. All right. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That will be fun. could even, if you don't have like the dies, you could even create a template and make it like just a simple ornament shape. Oh. Apparently the German Shepherd's lonely. Alright, so you can see that hangs off the edge a little bit, so I'm just going to use my scissors to trim it off a little bit. Just like that. Alright, so we got this one and then this one. Right. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. My gun is hot. So let's go ahead and I'm going to take my wire out of there and I'm going to put some hot glue right in there. And pull that back in there like that. Like I said, it kind of broke through, but we'll fix that in a little bit. Okay. Oops. There we go. Let that sit. And let's try to do this. I don't know if I can. Let me try my punch and see if that works better. Let me see. All right. Oh, goodness sakes. Whoopsie. Okay, let's move the chair. Okay. So this is just my crocodile. It's from We Are Memory Keepers. I'm going to try to use that smallest punch there, and it still might be too big. But let me see. Ooh. All right, I'm going to try it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. See? It did chop off that one, but you know what? I can just give that a dab of glue and put it back on there. And once I get them glued on, they're just going to stay where they are anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's take the blue stamens, get them lined up, and put that in there so my glue don't dry up. Get my wire, so put these on my wire, bend the wire like a needle, and then put these like in half, like that. Okay. Then run the wire through the hole, just like that. And then I'm going to take a dip of hot glue on the bottom there. So let that one sit a minute. Okay. Glue strings. I can take that wire out of there. There we go. All right. So I think I'm going to kind of trim that extra stuff off of there. I think this one will look good here like that. This one with pink. And then this one we'll do with blue. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use some hot glue here. And kind of glue that down in the corner there. Just like that. because that sinks in, that kind of brings that, cups that flour up a little bit. As you can see, just like that. Okay, and then I've got all these little pieces here that I thought would look nice. We can tuck those in here and there. You see, I like that. And then this one gets the pink, so okay. So I'm just going to add some glue behind there, and let's get this in here like that, just to bring in some pink. Whatever you can get in there to help hold that down a minute while it dries. And then these ones, let's see, it's got the, still have a couple of little pieces in there. And then, yeah, maybe like that. I think I'll put just a little bit of hot glue on this one. I'm going to stick it down in there like that. Perfect. All right. Bella. Okay, so we got that in there. Let me see here. Some tweezers here to get all those little the best. Here we go. Lots of glue strings. That's all right. We know it sticks together then, right? As you can see, the back looks finished because that is double-sided paper. So that is the nice thing about double-sided paper, right? Or actually cardstock, I should say. All right. So we can get maybe that in there. Put a little bit of hot glue on there. Hot glue can be the quickest way sometimes to get things in and about. There we go. And maybe what else we got? Does it need okay. Doesn't need a ton. Just enough. And you can do as much or as little as you want. These are all things that are to the eye of the person doing it. All right. And I want to take this and actually add a hole up here. Is that going to be big enough? Let me see. I'm going to use this to create my hole. Do I want that one or the other one? That one might be too big. Let me see. All right. We're going to go with the bigger one. Let's do that right now while we got this one here too. And fits in there perfect. Okay. Get this out of our way. Okay. Now we got this one here. So I think that would be cute hanging on a tree. Should have a phrase on it maybe, huh? We got some snowflakes here. We could also put under there. Yeah. Maybe a little snowflake. No. Okay. All right. So I'm not sure if I've got. This was a stamp, and then I used it to try to cut I have the, what's the name of that machine? It is the Scan and Cut DX machine. So it's supposed to be able to like cut out your shapes, but I've only used it like a couple of times. I paid like $400 for that silly thing. So I've actually got to start using it more because there's no sense of having it if you're not going to use it, right? So, all right. So let's go ahead and get this other one. This one should be dried now. So let's go ahead and trim that off of there. And let me know what you guys have been up to. And share what you guys have been doing. I think I want to put this one up higher because I don't really want to cover Santa. Yeah, let's do them different. Get the deer eye there. Yeah, in the comments below, just let me know what you've been up to, what you've been doing this summer. Been hanging out, vacationing, doing any crafting or sightseeing. So it's always fun to hear what everybody else has been doing and how they're spending their little bit of summer there. Yeah. I haven't even been to the lake yet this summer with the kids. It's just been, my oldest grandson, he had driver's training, so mom works, so someone's got to take him. So yeah, so we've been doing that, and I live about 20-25 minutes from Lake Michigan, so nice and close. And but I haven't even been to the lake, and we usually go a couple times. I didn't even get my sticker this year. Didn't even get a sticker this year because we just usually get it when we go, and we just hung on. Okay, let's see here. We got maybe this one too. So yeah, kids have been just kind of hanging out here and just kind of actually been kind of very quiet, kind of boring summer, I guess. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that one like that. That little blue's a little bit harder to see. All right, so let's get some twine to put on there. Let's see. This is what my dog did. My little weenie dog. So she's not allowed in my craft room anymore because she would get a hold of my yarns and my threads and just pull on them and make a mess. So as you can see, maybe I want to use I think I'm just going to use white yarn because of all the white. Yeah, and this is what she did with my white too. Yeah. It's just so nice. She's just a joy. What do you do? What are you gonna do? She's a character for sure. I definitely don't need it that long, so let me get a knot in there. I'm just gonna knot this here like so, and then slide it through the hole. See if the yarn will work. I might have to go to the twine. Yep, I'm gonna have to go to the twine. The yarn is too thick. Too thick. So let's go back to the twine. All right. Yeah, so they've been just, they're fun, but they're puppies, It is what it is. They're just puppies. And we, lost our Gerda last March. So it was about a year before we decided to get another one. And I wasn't too sure about it. But then my daughter's like, can I get Mom a dash hound? My husband's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. She knows that I've always loved them. I always thought they were so fun. But, boy, you can tell they're in the hound family because they are a little bit stubborn. So if you're thinking of getting one, just kind of keep that in mind. They have a little bit of a stubbornness to them. And housebreaking is a little harder with them, I guess. What am I doing wrong here? What's going on? I got to go in from the front. I'm trying to figure out, I want my knot kind of in the back. There we go. And you got to pull it just right. I did that wrong. There we go. That one goes through the, there we go. Might have been easier just to, yeah. Okay. Leaves a big knot there, doesn't it? Not happy with that. So let's try plan B. Yeah, so yeah, it's been kind of boring here. I mean, I've been busy. It's not like I haven't been busy. It's just been, so I think I'm just going to cut through and then tie a knot at the top to keep it kind of smaller. There we go. I want that great big knot up against the package. Whoopsie. There we go. Perfect. Trim that. Trim that. You can always add, you could add a dangle or something to that too if you want. But like I said, this is just going to be like an ornament. Just a little gift in their card. And let's go ahead and tie a knot in this one. It's so much easier. So much easier. So yeah, go ahead and leave me some comments and if there's something you want to chat about or if you just want to listen. All right, so I have 2 of these cards ready. So this is a blank card. And we're just going to glue on that piece there. That'll be the front of our card. So we're just going to glue that on, that embossed piece. Give that a little decoration there. And let's do it on this one because I've already got this one stamped inside. So let's go ahead and put this one on there, and then we'll stamp the other one together because I thought, well, I'll have one stamped and one not stamped. There we go. I just thought the white would look pretty because it is all snowflakes. All right, and as you can see, this is what I stamped on the inside, just like that. So there's room under here for you to sign it. And we are going to take one of these like that. And I'm just going to use some of these repositionable sticky things so that they can get off, right? And that ornament won't stick to the, you'll just be able to peel these right off. Nice and easy. So that should pop right off for them and they can hang the ornament wherever they want. If they don't want it on their tree, maybe they'll have a special little spot that they want to hang it. Let's just center that. Just like so. All right. Look at how cute. Isn't that cute? And this will stay right down. Grab an envelope. See how it fits in the envelope. Now, so if you were going to mail this, you will have to put extra postage on it because it is pretty thick. So get it in there. Nice and careful. Get back in there. I think we can get it in there. Yeah. So you might have to like take this to the post office and get extra postage on it because it's non-machine. It's not going to be machinable. It's too thick to be machinable. So it's going to cost you a little extra to send it, but for a friend. Okay. So let's go ahead and stamp this one together. So I have my big block here, and I've put both the stamps on there. And we're going to just take some StazOn ink here and get it dabbed. Like that. I like to give it a little steam from my breath. Get that up there. Hold it. Let it suck into the paper. And you could also just hand those to the person that you want to give them to too. You don't have to mail them. If they're nearby, you can just give it to them. Here we go. And then I have the phrase on a separate block here. And you put that right down in there, just like that. Oh, there's the weenie dog. What are you doing, Bella? Hi. And hang on a second. I'll pick her up and see if she can. There. So we got that. Whoa. Lottie. You just pulled my glue gun down, honey. Go on. Sorry about that. Ladies, this is my life. Go lay down. Come here, Bella. Bella, come here. Here. Bella, come here. Bella, come. Nope, she's not gonna. She's off and about. She's not usually allowed in my craft room because of her naughtiness. Because she likes to chew on things. And sometimes, if I don't watch her, she'll sneak in here and go potty. So that is all I'm going to do to the inside is that stamping. So let's go ahead and attach this piece. Now, I thought that was pretty simple. And of course, it takes a little bit for you to get your things together. But, you know, if you've got several people to do these for, you just line them up, and it's not much different than making a card and decorating. All you're doing is just doing the decoration separate so they can just have an ornament. There we go. Get that out there. Yep, just like that. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to try to get all the little fuzzy things off of there. Take some more of these repositionable tapes and just put them on there. So yeah, so that is it for our first get together. And I think this will be a nice little Sunday morning thing. And I won't always do cards or things. I don't know. I'm just going to keep it simple and not sure what I'll do every week, but we'll do something. And sit and chat. And I look forward to your comments and want to hear what you girls are up to, or guys. I shouldn't just, it's not always just girls who watch the tutorials. So there we go. Ah, awesome. See? Look at that. Would be a pretty little, let's see the space down there. Perfect. All right, girls. that's it for our first Sunday morning craft and chat session. So I hope you have a great week. I look forward to being with you again next Sunday. And I wish your family many, many blessings. Love ya. Bye.